Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Eric. Video is for, pretty new uh, entrepreneurs, lawn care owners specifically. But if you're a lawn care owner, you're an entrepreneur more than anything. So it's 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 pretty basic, but I have a fun analogy I thought of. So it's about cash flow management and growing your business, and probably one of the main reasons most businesses go out of business is just because they can't uh, afford to keep on going or keep on being in business. And one of the huge thing that I didn't know, and I don't think a lot of business people that aren't business owners don't know this either, that, and it's kind of funny because it totally makes sense, but if you make $100,000 a year, if you generate that much money in your lawn care business, that doesn't mean that you have $100,000 that you're taking home like it's at a job. But I think what ends up happening is because you are generating, well, let's say $10,000 a month, now all of a sudden a lot of people get carried away with that and they start spending all this money on stuff that's not related to their business, their personal stuff, because they feel wealthy, like they're making lots of money, but the only thing is they have lots of expenses, and then they realize that, $10,000 a month, while it is a lot of money, if I want to take a salary out of that, I might be able to take only, maybe even only 1%, let alone 10%. But let's just say it's 10%. So that's, what is that? Is that $1,000? So now you just made $10,000, and you only really can spend $1,000 of that because the rest of it went towards payments, truck payments, maybe lawnmower payments. You have gas. $10,000, you might have an employee that you have to pay, insurance, whatever it is. So um, it's it's basically, if you're just getting started, I think that's why so many people kind of get started and then they go out of business because they don't make as much money as they think they're going to make, or they spend too much money and then they just go out of business because they can't afford to run a business. So one of the things, my son is 3 years old, and we're taking him to some parades this summer, and he'll run out and he'll get a piece of candy, and then he will, while the parade's going on, while they're throwing candy, more candy, un he'll take the wrapper off the candy, like real super slow, and then he'll proceed to pick the candy out of the wrapper, put it in his mouth, and then look for a place to throw the garbage away at. Meanwhile, all the other kids are running around grabbing all his candy, or all the candy that he could have grabbed. So I had to tell him. I said, "No, but you can't eat your candy right now. What you got to do is you got to go out, grab as much candy as you can, put it in your bucket, wait for the next float or whatever to go by, and do the same thing. Get a huge bucket of candy, bring it back to the house, then you can eat it. But if you go out and celebrate, because you got a piece of candy and eat it, then you're missing all the rest of the candy." I think you guys see where I'm going with this. So the celebration is more towards the end. It's right now, when you're in a building stage in your business, you can't go out and you make that money. You can't just turn around and spend it on frivolous things. Um, And anything that's not building your business is frivolous. So um, you have to survive, but then a lot of that money has to go towards marketing or, you know, whatever it is, something new that's going to expand your business, or paying off a debt so that you can have more money in your bottom line. So hopefully that makes sense. When my son's at the parade, he goes out, grabs one piece of candy at a time, brings it back and eats it. When he needs to be going out and getting as much candy as he can, saving it to the end, and then eat it. Okay, so just a fun little video. I saw him doing that, and now he runs out and grabs all the candy and eats it later. So thanks guys, we'll talk to you later.